Welcome to my channel Old Worth Coins. The 1965 United States quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, holds historical and collector interest. It was the first year quarters were minted without silver, marking a significant shift in U.S. coinage. Prior to 1965, quarters contained 90% silver, but rising silver prices led to a change starting that year. The U.S. Mint used a copper-nickel-clad composition instead. The 1965 quarter is composed of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It weighs 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. In terms of design, the obverse features the bust of George Washington, which has been standard since 1932. With the words "Liberty" above and "In God We Trust" to the left. The date 1965 is inscribed below Washington's bust. The reverse side features a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows, with olive branches below representing peace and strength. Around the top rim it reads United States of America and E pluribus unum, and quarter dollar is at the bottom. The 1965 quarter was struck in very large numbers, over 1.8 billion, were minted, so they are quite common even today. Due to this high mintage and the lack of silver content, most circulated examples hold only face value 25 cents. However, coins in uncirculated condition, especially those with a sharp strike and no wear, can be worth around $1 to $5 to collectors. Specimens graded MS-65 or higher by a professional service may fetch slightly more. Interestingly, some transitional era coins from 1965 exist. Like quarters mistakenly struck on silver planches or struck with 1964 dies. These rare errors can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition. Collectors also seek out special mint sets, SMS, issued in 1965 in place of proof sets, which often have a better than average strike and a distinctive finish. Coin condition is critical when determining value. Grading ranges from good G, where details are heavily worn, to mint state, MS, where no signs of circulation are visible. Coins with luster, no scratches, and well-defined features rank higher on the grading scale. The value increases significantly with grade, especially for SMS and era coins. If you have a 1965 quarter, check its edge for copper striping indicating clad composition, and weigh it if it weighs around 6.25 grams. It could be a silver era coin. While most 1965 quarters are not valuable, specific rare types and well-preserved examples hold potential interest for numismatists. Welcome to my channel Old Worth Coins. The 1969 United States quarter dollar, also known as a Washington quarter, is a coin minted during a time when quarters were made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, not silver. The obverse front of the coin features a profile of George Washington, facing left, with the word Liberty above his head and the date 1969 below. The motto In God We Trust is inscribed to the left. The reverse back displays a heraldic eagle with spread wings, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath it, along with the inscriptions United States of America and E pluribus unum above and quarter dollar below. This coin was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were intended for circulation, while the San Francisco coins were proof versions meant for collectors. The 1969 quarter does not contain silver. It consists of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a core of pure copper. The total weight is 5.67 grams, and the diameter is 24.3 millimeters. In terms of value, a regular 1969 quarter from circulation Usually holds only face value, around 25 cents, unless it is in uncirculated or proof condition. A coin in mint state condition, graded MS65 or above, can be worth $5 to $20, depending on its sharpness and eye appeal. Proof coins with the S mint mark can fetch higher prices, especially if they are deep cameo and well preserved. Rare errors, like off-center strikes or double dies, can significantly increase a coin's value, sometimes hundreds of dollars if authenticated. Collectors and investors look for several factors when determining value: the mint mark, overall condition, strike quality, and whether the coin has any errors. The condition is often graded using a 70-point Sheldon scale, where MS, mint state, coins start at 60. A 1969 quarter in pristine MS67 condition from a grading service like PCGS or NGC could command a premium price due to its rarity at that grade. For those new to collecting, it's important to examine the coin under magnification for luster, scratches, and strike quality. Coins stored properly in albums or holders, away from moisture and fingerprints, retain their value better. The 1969 quarter is a common date for the Washington quarter series, but high-grade examples are still desirable among collectors aiming to complete a full set. To identify if your 1969 quarter is valuable, look at its mint mark. Verify its condition using a grading guide or a professional opinion, and check for any known errors. Error coins like double die obverse (DDO), repunched mint marks (RPM), or clipped planches can be extremely valuable. Properly certified error coins from 1969 have sold for over $100. The historical context adds some intrigue too. The 1969 quarter was minted during the Vietnam War era and amidst the Apollo moon missions, making it a small piece of the 1983 United States quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, is a common coin minted for general circulation. It features the familiar profile of George Washington on the obverse front, with the words Liberty above and the date 1983 below. The reverse side shows an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, surrounded by olive branches, with the inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, and quarter dollar. The coin is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, 75% copper, 25% nickel over a pure copper core, weighs 5.67 grams, and has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters. No proof or mint sets were produced in 1983 due to US mint budget cuts, so finding high-quality uncirculated examples is more difficult than for other years. Circulated coins are very common and usually only worth face value, 25 cents. But uncirculated or mint state examples can fetch higher prices. For example, a 1983 P Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, or 1983 D Denver Mint, with D mint mark quarter in MS65 condition or higher, can be valued between $10 and $40 or more, depending on demand and luster. Full strike details, clean fields, and absence of scratches or wear increase a coin's desirability. One of the most sought-after versions of this coin is the 1983 P Washington quarter with a spitting eagle variety. This mint error shows what appears to be a line or spit coming from the eagle's beak, and is caused by a die break. These error coins can be worth between $20 and $150, depending on the condition. Collectors prize this year's quarters not just because of scarcity in higher grades, but also because of their historical value. Many were heavily circulated during a tough economic period, making pristine examples harder to come by. Grading plays a crucial role in determining the coin's value. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better preservation. MS mint state grades start at 60. And 1983 quarter graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can command a premium price, sometimes over $100, especially if the coin has bright luster and strong eye appeal. Coins below MS60 AU XF or lower are typically worth only face value. Additionally, because no collector sets were issued in 1983, many of the best preserved coins were pulled from circulation or found in original Federal Reserve rolls. As a result, coins from unopened bank rolls or original mint-sealed bags from 1983 are often the source of high-grade specimens. Today, collectors sometimes hunt these rolls in search of rare varieties or exceptionally well-struck examples. When it comes to condition, look for strong, clean edges, full details in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, and no signs of heavy circulation. If your 1983 quarter has visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, it likely holds no more than face value unless it is an error coin. But if it looks uncirculated or appears to be an error, it's worth checking with a reputable dealer or sending it for grading. The coin's collectability has risen in recent years due to increased interest in coins from the 1980s. This is partly driven by nostalgia, and partly because many coins from this decade are missing from collectors' high-grade sets. As a result, even common-date coins like the 1983 quarter are seeing more attention from serious collectors and investors. In conclusion, while most 1983 quarters in circulated condition are only worth 25 cents, high-grade uncirculated examples or error coins can be worth significantly more. If you believe your coin is in excellent shape or has a unique feature, it's wise to have it appraised or graded to understand its true market value. The 1984 United States quarter dollar is part of the Washington series, which has been minted since 1932. This coin features George Washington's portrait on the obverse front and an eagle on the reverse back. The 1984 quarter was minted in both Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, 4 proof sets. The coin's composition is 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, weighing 5.67 grams with a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. In terms of value, the 1984 quarter in average circulation condition is typically worth only its face value of 25 cents. However, if it is in uncirculated or proof condition, it can be worth more. A 1984 quarter in uncirculated condition could fetch between $1 to $5 depending on the quality, while a proof version from the San Francisco mint could be valued at $3 to $10 or more. The 1984 quarter is not considered rare or particularly valuable compared to other quarters, as large numbers were produced. Coin collectors typically focus on quarters from years with lower mintage or special editions, such as those with unique errors or special designs. In this case, the 1984 quarter does not fall into that category and is thus more common in the marketplace. The condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value. A coin with scratches, discoloration, or worn edges will have a lower value than one that has been well preserved or stored in a protective holder. For collectors, the key to determining the value of a 1984 quarter is assessing its grade, which ranges from good to mint state. Grading factors like the clarity of Washington's portrait, the sharpness of the eagle, and the quality of the coin's surface are crucial. If the coin has any special marks, such as an error or misprint, this could increase its value, though such instances are rare with 1984 quarters. In summary, while the 1984 quarter does not have significant value in most cases, its worth can increase based on its condition, mint mark, and rarity factors. It remains a standard collectible coin for enthusiasts of US currency.